I want to talk about the few things that you should consider before going into a tech job, especially if you're aiming to go for one of the bigger tech companies. And these are things that people don't often mention or discuss. And I should clarify that I'm speaking from a perspective of a physical therapist who treats a lot of tech workers with repetitive injuries. So to a hammer, everything is a nail. So if my perspective is off, do feel free to let me know. And if I seem to be right for the majority of tech workers that are watching this, do also let me know from your perspective. My name is Manny. I am a physical therapist, and I help tech workers become and stay healthy throughout their career. Okay, first thing to consider if a tech job is appropriate for you is your level of physical activity. If you tend to be a person that works out most days, and in between work or before and after work you are doing something active outside of working out, then a tech job is more than likely appropriate for you because you have other mechanisms to counter the strains from prolonged sitting or standing in front of a computer. If you are a sedentary person and are considering a tech job, I will highly implore you to find means to slowly become physically active. That is one of the best ways to keep your body moving, the best ways to keep your body nourished for your tech job. From my experience, I have noticed that a lot of tech workers that I tend to see have a harder time recovering when they are not physically active. So being physically active in and of itself is also a means to help you recover, especially when you're working with a PT after an injury, if you sustain an injury. So that's why physical activity is super important and one that you should highly consider before you decide that a tech job is what you want to do. The second thing to consider is your current health status. Now, I know health evolves over time, but some of you may be lucky enough, depending on how you look at it, to know where you are in terms of your current health. And I'm speaking to a lot of people with low back pain, mid back pain, headaches, neck pain, shoulder pain. If you tend to have a repetitive history of this to a severe degree, then I would highly encourage you to really think about your choice when it comes to transitioning and looking into going to a tech job that will require you to sit in front of a computer all day. Just because sitting in front of a computer all day will exacerbate your already irritated back pain, especially if you are not taking care of your back appropriately. The third thing to consider is stress management. You won't believe how many people I would see that will come in and are highly stressed from their job. And being stressed in itself can impede healing, and it can impede healing optimally, and it can impede healing in a timely manner. So if you're going to consider a tech job, you need to develop a good stress management strategy if you don't have one already. So you should definitely look in the mirror and ask yourself this. And if the answer is yes, you know how to manage stress, then absolutely go for a tech job. If you do not, I'm not gonna shy you away from it, or I'm not gonna tell you to shy away from it as the car roars louder by. I'm not sure if you hear it. But what I am going to tell you is to develop a stress management strategy. One thing you can do is to definitely form a hobby that you can do that you know help distresses you. Ideally, a hobby that gets you moving around to help nourish your body while someone is really revving their engine. That's all I had to say. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate you spending this time with me. Hopefully it's as valuable to you as I think it should be. All right. I'll see you in a few days. Peace.